Hey, good morning everyone. Welcome to live stream on the topic robotic process automation. I'm Sushil from Axiom. With my team, we are going to present you to understand what exactly industrial requirement on robotic process automation. As it is in a huge need, we need to analyze more about this industrial requirement. If you are a fresher or if you want to establish a career as a robotic process automation developer, RPA developer, then we need to understand what kind of technical skills, what kind of various toolkits and the programming languages are involved for RPA. So this session is valuable for you to know about this, all the details. If you are an investor, obviously you might interested to know what kind of task, what kind of applications we can able to produce through this RPA. With my team, we are going to demonstrate to you from detailing about RPA, how we can get a predefined library from Python, how we can integrate to the application, how we can do the coding and every stuff. For the sake of simplifications, I'll give you some of the examples of RPA. We are not going to produce any robot. Maybe that name robotic doesn't directly refers to the creating and developing robot. It's a automation process. For example, even nowadays, instead of while browsing the channels, even instead of manually selecting the channel from the list, we'll say by using the voice recognition systems, we can say certain things, and then that will be converted into text, and you can select the particular channel from the list. Right? It's a simple example. At this base, now whatever the manual process required to perform particular task, like let's say for example, your sales team need to do the outbound calls today to these all the numbers. So if you can feed those all the numbers and set up an automation process, then with the script defined, then you can automate that process and do that outbound calls to all those specified numbers in the list. If you want to send a bulk emails to list of all the email IDs, you can do the automation process. If you have a large database and if you want to search, you want to filter out certain things, you can do it. You can, if you want to generate the reports, you can automate that process, right? By using predefined Python library, with the help of very low code or sometimes no code, we can able to automate this all the process. As you know, in day-to-day professional life, we may need to follow various, we need to do various manual tasks, right? Just like for example, if you just as per the profile, you log into the system. After that, you will get you have the emails to do, you have the calls to do, right? The priority of tasks and many more stuffs. So these all manual process which may take a lot of time of yours, professional time, right? To enhance the productivity, if you get a code, by executing that code, yeah, the entire process can be automated, and the task of a 4 hours can be cut short to 10 minutes, 20 minutes. And obviously it enhances your productivity. As a RPA developer, whatever the process, you need to identify the process and how to automate it and save the time, save the valuable time, so that instead of in the 9 hours, whatever the task list you are producing, you can focus on the creative and productive things. And there's this the manual, by using this automation process, you can speed up the tasks. So let's say, for example, you earlier also we were developing macros. It's a simple example of a macros. We will record all the sequence and execute the macros. Right? If you are a help-desk program over there, then or if you want to, we were creating the auto-executable batch files where the list of the sequence of the commands you were storing and execute that automatically on the particular time interval while setting the cron jobs as a server for the server. So if you know any manual sequence and if you want to execute right on the particular time interval, and so instead of performing that repeated task, you can set up an automation for it. I'm just like giving these basic examples to understand what is exactly process automation means. With my team, you'll be getting more elaborations on this. What is RPA? Why that RPA is important? RPA process is important, and how we can finally, the task is finally we'll be getting how we can do that process. So we'll be giving you the various examples so that you'll understand how to code for RPA, right? And what are the various examples of it? Obviously, we are dealing with because of the limit of a time, we cannot take up larger examples, but by which you can certainly understand how to code for RPA and how to automate the process. I'll hand over my session to Team Axiom. They'll give you the entire presentations on RPA, what, why, and how things will be clear. Apart from that also, if you are a part of a live stream, you can write the comments so that we can answer your all the queries, or you can correct later also, right? So these sessions will be like these 45-minute sessions will help you out to boost your career as a robotic process automations. At the same time, if you are an investor, right, if you are interested to know what kind of applications we can produce through RPA and save the valuable time, what the developers or what the manual process required, that can be automated to do it faster, and we can shrink that manual process and enhance the productivity. Over to Team Axiom.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, everyone. Robotic Process Automation. RPA stands for Robotic Process Automation. It is a technology used for software tools that automates human tasks which are manual, rule-based, or repetitive. Typically, it is like a bot that performs such tasks at a much higher rate than a human alone. This RPA software bot never sleeps and makes zero mistake and can interact with in-house application, website, user portal, etc. They can log into application, enter data, open email and attachment, calculate and complete task, and then log out. The word robot in RPA is not a physical robot, but a virtual system that helps in automating the repetitive manual computing and a business process task. Robotic process automation is a technology that uses software bots to mimic human action, such as calculations, record maintenance, and report performed on a desktop or a web. It overlies a company's IT infrastructure, which means it can be implemented quickly without modifying existing system. RPA is not just limited to simplify routine tasks, but it also handles complex activities such as payroll processing, IT data migration, and many more. Some of the major benefits of using RPA include elimination of errors, increased customer satisfaction, better compliance, and reduction in cost. RPA is revolutionizing work by helping employees boost their productivity as it takes over routine tasks. Robotic process automation is economically capable as compared to any other automation solutions. It is new buzzword in the IT industry. It has shifted the traditional way of doing the business task manually into an automatic task within an organization. RPA technology uses bots that interact with web application, websites, Excel, worksheets, and email to automate the task just like a human. Moving towards the benefits of RPA, it includes cost saving, better customer services, auditable and secure, low technical barriers. RPA helps RPA helps organization to save the huge amount of cost as it is typically cheaper than hiring employee to perform the same set of tasks. Less error RPA work on standing logic and does not get bored, distracted or tired. Hence, its probability of making errors reduces to great extent, which means rework and enhanced reputation for efficiency. Fast processing. RPA works fast than human employees as compared to software does not need break, food, rest, etc. and can perform repetitive operation tirelessly. With RPA processing, time becomes predictable and consistent, which ensures high quality customer services across the operation. Better consumer services. When RPA is implemented in business, it frees many of its employees who can spend their time working on customer related services. It is very beneficial for business that receive a lot of customer queries. It also leads increased productivity for employees. Auditable and secure. RPA bots will only access the data which they are given permission and create a detailed audit trail of activity. Low technical barriers. RPA does not require any programming skills to configure the software robot. Since it is a code-free technology, any non-technical person can set up the bot using drag and drop features. It also includes the recorder to record the step of automation. Now the question arises, how does the RPA works? On the basic level, there are two steps needed to make robotic process automation work. You need to define the rule on what action a bot should take and when a bot should take them. RPA software then utilizes the bot so it can execute the task. Still, there is more to than meet the eye. An RPA environment typically consists of three software components. They are orchestrator, studio, and bots. If we talk about orchestrator, an orchestrator is a brain of RPA. It combines all the tools used for robotic process automation under one roof and serves overall management and control. In addition to running the bots, an orchestrator can provide centralized management of projects, store automating sensors, getting schedule bot launches, make multiple bots work together, connect bot to third-party apps, and monitor status of bots view logs, etc. Next, studio. A studio is an environment where you actually create or configure bots. The capabilities and interface of studios vary from vendor to vendor. There are RPA tools with a steep learning curve and service requirement for the user's background. Still, there are also pretty innovative editors with visual drag and drop user interface that don't require advanced programming skills. Bot. A bot is a RPA workhorse. A typical RPA bot automates repetitive and rule-based tasks such as filling in forms, invoicing, or transfer data between systems. As artificial intelligence, the tasks the bots can perform are becoming more complex and may include optical character recognition and natural language too. Moving toward the challenges of being a RPA developer, it includes complexity, security, scalability, and maintenance. If we talk about complexity, RPA solutions can be complex, requiring in-depth knowledge of programming languages and RPA tools. Developer may need to spend significant time troubleshooting and debugging issues. Security, RPA solution often handle sensitive data which present security concerns. RPA developers must ensure that the systems they build are secure and protect against the potential breaches. Scalability. RPA solutions must be scalable to be the need of growing organization. Developers must design systems that handle increased workloads without sacrificing performance. Maintenance. RPA solutions are required regular maintenance to ensure optimal performance. Developer must prepare to troubleshoot and resolve the issues that arise, which can be time consuming. Moving towards the requirement, an industry requirement for robotic process automations includes business process management, basic workflow skills, data analytics experience, RPA platform skills, and certificate courses, and there are many more. If we talk about business process management, it is the understanding business process and identifying areas for automation is crucial for RPA developers. Basic workflow skills, we must have enough knowledge of workflow design and management is essential for creating the efficient automation solution. Data analytic experience, here we should have experience with data analytics and manipulation is important for processing and interpreting data in the context of automation. RPA platform skills. One should have a familiarity with popular RPA platforms such as Automation Anywhere, Blue Prism, Microsoft Power Automation, Appian, Datamatrix, Netix RPA, SAP Intelligent RPA, Cofax, and UPI path is a necessary for building and maintaining automation bots. Certificate courses, RPA certification is often required for employees and service and indicates the expertise of field. Moving towards the applications. There are several applications for RPA, but here we'll see some of the common application areas. It includes quote to cash, procure to pay, consumer onboarding, employee onboarding, data validation, generating mass emails. If we talk about quote to cash, it is considered as important business process, which is responsible for increasing revenue for any organization. Organizations are usually dependent on selling. If there is any issue in the operation side of selling, then it can lead to customer complaints. Procure to pay. It is the process that includes the extraction of invoice and payment data from various networks, such as banks, vendors, logistic companies, etc. These networks usually do not provide easy integration methods. They generally involve manual labors to complete the task, which can be replaced by RPA bots. It is the best way to fill integration gaps. With a fully automated procure to pay, customer onboarding, most of the business to customer onboarding are following the customer onboarding process. They can maintain good relation with their customers so that consumers start using their products. Using automation and optical characters reader, most of the customer onboarding tasks can be easily done. It can be applied when a companies that they relay is legacy system, which will help in improving the customer experience. Employee onboarding. The process of setting up and onboarding new employees is labor intensive and time taking. For HR and IT analysts, it includes a series of tasks such as creating a new account, email, address, access, right, etc. Because of the rule-based and repetitive nature of employee onboarding activities, it can be automated to apply predefined workflow once the new user account is created. RPA boards can be assigned to send notifications and documents via email or a new employee. Data validation. The primary aim is to create the data that is consistent, accurate, and complete so there will not be any data loss and errors during the transfer. Generating mass email. If there is a need of sending a mass email frequently, then RPA can be the great option to automate the process. Thank you. Now Nilima ma'am will demonstrate the workflow of RPA. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Saloni. Good morning, everyone. Let me share my screen. Today I am going to explain about workflow of RPA. There are 4 core stages of RPA: planning, design and development, deployment, support and maintenance. In these 4 core stages, there are several steps inside it. I am going to explain one by one. First step is identify process for automation. In this, we have to analyze our business processes to identify tasks that are repetitive, rule-based, and time-consuming. Prioritize process based on factors like frequency, error rate, and potential ROI. Second step will be assess feasibility. Evaluate the feasibility of automating each identified process. Consider factors such as process stability, standardization, and the availability of structured data. Third step is define scope and objectives. Clearly define the scope of the RP project, including the specific tasks and processes to be automated. Set realistic objectives and goals, such as cost reduction, time consuming, and improved accuracy. The next step is select RPA tools. In this, choose an RPA platforms or tool that suits your organization's requirements and budgets. Popular RPA tools include UiPath, Automation Anywhere, and Blue Prism. Next step will be build a cross-functional team. Form a team with members from IT, business operations, and subject matter experts. Ensure collaboration between businesses and IT to understand requirements and implement solution effectively. Then sixth step is design the RPA solution. Work with the team to design the automation workflow considering input sources, logic and output requirements. Create flowchart or process diagram to visualize the automated process. Seventh step is develop the boards. Use the select RPA tool to create boards that will perform the automated task. Configure the boards to interact with application, databases, and other systems as needed. Next step will be test the automation. Conduct thorough testing of the RPA solution in a controlled environment. Test different scenarios, handle exception, and ensure that the boards performed as expected. Next step will be deploy the boards. Once testing is successful, deploy the boards into the production environment. Monitor the boards closely during the initial deployment phase. Next step will be monitor and maintain. Implement a monitoring system to track the performance of the boards in real time. Regularly update and maintain the RPO solution to adapt to changes in progresses or systems. So next step will be provide training. Train employees on how to work with the automated processes and handle exception, foster a culture of collaboration between human workers and bots. Next step will be scale and optimize. Identify additional processes for automation and scale the RPA implementation. Continuously optimize the automated workflow to improve efficiency and addresses any issue. Then move forward to scale and optimize. Uh, Identify additional processes for automation and scale the RPA implementation. Continuously optimize the automated workflow to improve efficiency and addresses any issues. Next step will be compliance and security. Ensure that the RPA implementation complies with industry regulations and security standards. Implement security measures to protect sensitive data processed by the bots. Next step will be evaluate results. Regularly evaluate the impact of RPA on key performance indicators, KPIs, and assess the overall success of the automotive initiative. Now I am going to hand over this to Sandeep sir. He will showcase the live demo. Over to Sandeep sir.
Yeah, thank you, Nilima. So, good afternoon, everyone, and good afternoon, sir. Today we talk about the robot process automation. As you already understood till now that what is RPA. So from the presentation, you will already understood how it worked and why we use that. So I'm going to present you the demonstration of process, how we can automate the some process like email sending the email and searching the images on the web. So why we required RPA? So that is robot process automation. So it is very cost effective, as you already know that the robot cannot sleep. It works 24/7. So by using that, it will increase the productivity. So the robot can also accurate because every time the bot will perform the same repetitive task. So that we have configured. So the chances of going process wrong, it's very low. So that means it is very accurate, and it is accurate. So that means it improve the employee productivity because it works 24/7. If there is no human, still it can be work. So it is faster than humans. So again, it will improve the productivity. So let's how we can perform this. How we can create the automate process. So for that, we have some tools in the market. There are paid tools and some open source tools. So as we already know, these tools required low code or no code. So we can divide these two in two, that is low code and second one is no code. So when we talk about low code, there will be some open source tools, that is Tag UI, RPA for Python, Robocop, Robot Framework, and Automagica. So these tools are open source, so no money required for that. And there is paid tools, that is in that we don't require any much we don't have to do the much efforts in that. You don't if you don't have any programming knowledge, so you can also perform the automation. So there are some tools like UiPath, which is paid, Automation Anywhere, Blue Prism, Microsoft Power Automation. These are paid tools. So we are going to present some automation. We are going to automate some process. For that, we are using open source tools. So let's go with that tools. Let me share my screen first. I hope my screen is visible to all of you. Okay, so for that, for creating a automate process, we are using robot framework. So they provide us some libraries. By using that, we can create our bots. So the robot framework provide libraries like Selenium library, web. So Selenium library used for web, use on the web, RPA framework itself only. So by using this we can process the desktop process or automate the desktop process. And there are browser library to access the browser to run some bots on web. So this is, let's say here, for that, for running this tool, we require some prerequisite softwares like Python. After installing Python, we had to install robot framework. So how we can install the Python? If you don't know, you can directly go with this. Install the Python. See here, install Python. Simply you have to download that and you have to install. So I already installed. So installation is not very tough task. So I hope you all will install the Python. After that, you have to simply run the command prompt and you have to enter pip command. What is pip? Pip is a package installer for Python. So we are installing package that is robot framework. Or you can simply copy the text from the website. So as I already installed, you can see here I installed the latest version, Robot Framework 7.0. Let's go further. So this library can provide, see here, Selenium library, RPA framework, HTTP request libraries, browser library. So many libraries are here. By using that, you can create your robot, or you can process the automate the process. And second thing we are using, that is Robocop. This is also open source tools that provide to run your code on the Visual Code. So see, they have provided us some pre-generated automation task, that is browser we had to, if you want to automate the browser, you can automate through the browser. You can select automate the browser, then you can select desktop automation, then document automation. There are many things you can do with this RPA. So let's do a demo. I have created a robot in robot framework. So as I already told you, that is, these tools come under low code. In no code, there is some tools like UiPath, Automation Anywhere, Blueprint, in that we have to simply drag and drop. Like there is some process, like we want to open the browser, so simply open browser thing is available here, and you have to simply drag from in a working area. So simply it will create a opening the browser task. So this is common. These tools come under the low code. Okay, so we require some programming knowledge. Okay, so some few simple programming knowledge you can do with that. So for that we have to install 3 things. First you have to search robot framework in the VS Code. So see, you have to install both of these. That first one is robot framework language server, and second one is robot code. And we are using the Robocop bots. For that we also install that. So Robocop. So you install this one, and we already installed the language server. After that, simply you have to run the command by pressing F1, create robot. Here it is. When you create, so it will ask for which type of robot you want. It is web based, or it is desktop based. So we go with the minimal settings. So there are multiple things. You can simply by using, if you know the Python programming, then you can also go with that. So let's go with robot framework. After clicking robot framework, it will create a folder structure. In that there is a file that is task.robot. In task.robot you have to write some instruction for the robot for automate the process. So here for few things arise, that is a setting, task, keywords, and variables. So what is this? This is a building blocks for the test for the task. So setting, these all the headers we have to define in the file. So what is setting? Setting simply is define configuration or behavior for the entire test suite, used to set environment, define variable, import libraries, and configure test execution. So see, we are importing the libraries, that is browser Selenium and RPA assistant and built-in. So some built-in function will be available in the built-in library. So should tear down, close our browser. So all the configuration things available in a setting header. Then after that there is a task. The task is a higher level description of the test scenario. So as you know, what is high level? High level means the things is understandable by the, or the language by that is understandable by the human. See here, we can understand that save the first image for a search query collect from the user. So we can easily understood what is it, but the program cannot understand. Means that is the program cannot understand. For that, machine cannot understand. So that is low. That is a high level, and low level that a system can understand. Okay. So next one is keywords. What is keyword? Keywords are the smallest reusable building blocks in robot framework. It will call within test cases. So In the test, the keywords are going to be call. Okay. Then variable. We all know, if you are a programmer, you already know that what is variable. So variable simply used to store data that can be reused throughout the test suite or throughout the code. So let's understood this task. What we are going to do in this task. Let's search some images. See, I have select this and save it. So for this process, I require almost 10 to 15 seconds or 20 seconds. But robot can do this task in a 1 to 2 seconds. Okay. So let's do it by using the robot. So I have created here. We have to search image on the Google and capture the first image and save it in our folder. So here it is the output folder. The capture image will come under this output folder. So for that we have created a test suite. So task this required libraries I have imported and the task is save the first image of the search query collected from the user. Okay, when we will give some query, that is name of image, and the bot will search and collect that image. So we have written that case here. Anyone can understand, the not much bigger programming required. So first it will open the available browser, whatever default browser you have set, that open image.google.com. So I have delayed the process to see the what is happening in the background. Otherwise it will capture the image and save the image within a second, but human require much time. So let's run this suite, this test. See, the search query is available here, and we have to enter. We also automate this process that the name search query will automatically return. The query will automatically taken by the bot. For that, we have to give some list of names that that bot had to be searched. So we are going to enter. When we write Sushil Purke, see, it will open the browser. It automatically search the image and save in the folder. See how much time it require? Almost nothing. So let's see the image. It is saved in the output folder. So you can also see the log reports, output what happened in background. See what's going in the background. Everything you can monitor. Okay, let's go with second example. That is, we had to send some email to the recipient. So again, I have created a task. In that, we had to provide email or some settings for sending the emails. If you're a programmer, then you already know what is SMTP and what is SMTP port So for authorization, we required email and password of sender. We don't saving anything, so no need require of variable. The task is sending the email. You can write multiple tasks here below that, but we are only sending the emails. So the sender is the sender email ID we have given, recipient email ID we have given, subject we have given, body and attachment we are providing some image. So see this image I am going to send. Assume there are multiple recipients. So sending the mails to single one by one is very difficult task. But for the when we automate the process, so the sending of email to multiple users is very easy task. So I am going to perform sending one email to one person. So for that we require email and password. I have saved that in a environment variable. See here I have saved that and calling here. So let's run this. So sending email successfully, the task is completed. That means the email was sent. Let's say I receive or not. See here I have received. You can see the time and that image I have sent to him. So it is received here. So in this way we can automate the process. There are multiple process that we want to automate. So by using RPA we can do that. So there is one more task that will be demonstrated by the Mr. Sahil. So over to you, Sahil.
Thank you very much, sir. Okay, all the theoretical part explained by the Sandeep sir. Thank you very much for the good explanation about this architecture and the structure of that folder. Okay, hope my screen is visible to all. So I will just jump to the task. Here I created the bot which will automate this task. The number of instructions which is given to him. So before going to this, I will just disclose on the basis which task will be performed. Means we are taking the values and this data of Excel sheet and filling automatically by using that robot bot, and that will be filled and save it to the document in the header section. Because we know that in the MNCs or minimum companies, they need filling the data of employees and interns. So they need some operators to take the data entries and fill the forms and submit to the any document. For that purpose, we have created this small bot or automations bot, so that will perform that task. So for that we need some requirements like Excel sheet. In that Excel sheet we had the details of that company names. Means we are entering the company name details, that contact name, persons, addresses, zip code. So many data we can add here. So you can see here the IDs, company name written here, the person of contacts, addresses, and zip code, city, country, telephone, as well as the email ID also. So this type of data we have to send automatically by using that bot. And you can add here another data also manually, and you have to save that file into this particular folder where we created that robot bot, and it will save to CRM. Okay, so everyone can see my screen. Okay, in that you can see this is the file of input.xlsx. This is the Excel file which is I created here, and I already shown to you this file. So I will go for this set of instruction which is given to that bot. So for that we need four major things of that headers, like setting, keyword, task, and keywords and variables. Sandeep sir already told that all the things briefly. So without wasting time, I will just go for this task. So here there's a documentation regarding this task bot I have written here for this developer purpose only. And for that we have to import some libraries to perform that bot. So for that we had rpa.browser.selenium. This is the library which are we using for this purpose. Like it used for the automating web browser using Selenium. We can use WebDriver, and it allows the script to interact with this web pages, such as like filling the forms, clicking the buttons, and save to the another document. For that purpose, that library is used. There are so many libraries in this Robocop framework, like rpa.browser, rpa.http, Excel, file system. For sending email, there is a rpa.email, and so on. So from that, we are using some useful libraries like rpa.excel files and robocop.work item. So I will just give the little bit of brief for this RPA Excel. So that it provides the function to take the data from Excel file, and that script will be read the data of Excel sheet and save it into and update it into. For that purpose, that library is used. And work item is used for this managing the task, and the framework of Robocop, the interaction of that handles this rpa.robocop.work item. And there's a robolog listener is here, and the built-in also. Sandeep sir told about the built-in. It is used for the dealing the process time of that robo, because it process fastly within second. But for demonstrating purpose, we have to delay this process. So for that we use here library like built-in, and it use here like sleep, and I added here the variables like sleep, and for delay 2 seconds. Instead of this sleep, we had delay also, and log also. In further exploration, you can use that also, but here we use the sleep keyword for this delay process. So upper part is setting. In there we have the libraries imported, and after that we are setting the instruction like task, which type of tasks you have to perform. For that, first task is to open the website. This is the simple English statement: open the website. We are saying to robot to open the website, and created two variables like open website. It is the instruction for that. This is the task, and this is the instruction for this bot. And we are giving the sleep time of 2 seconds here. And then there is a second task: read companies from Excel and add to website. Means that task and that bot will be read the data of that Excel sheet, and taking that data and fill to this website. In the lower side, I mentioned that website, and there is a form which is given in the online also. I will just explain you. From you can get this file and form, and I have given this statement instruction like fill the form using the data from the Excel file. This is the instruction for the Robocop. And after that, I have created keywords here also. After open the website, this is the task. After opening the website, it will open available browser, which is I already given to this bot. And this is the website. You can just go in the browser, and you can see here, just type the rpa.unlimited.com. So it is the open source website which will give you some you can say that a demo course or a forms to use from the YouTube. So just you have to click here, navigate to this, and it will give the many example application for YouTube videos, and you can learn many more things. So or we use the Robocop here, so we'll just go for the video first bot with the Robocop. Click on the open course material. So that is the form we are filling from the Excel sheet, and from clicking this button, click here to download the Excel file. From clicking this button, you can get the file also, like input.xlss. So I'm using this file which is manually updated from my side with this my company and my details. So this type of form we are using here, and we are assign this website to this variable, and after that it will take the sleep time also for the dealing purpose. After that, opening the website, I instructed the bot to fill the submit form for every company. Means I have a number of companies detail here. For that, I'm taking all the arguments on all the ID and names to filling this form. For filling this form, I have the input text also. For you can see there's an argument in the square bracket, and after that I have passing the company argument here, and by using this I'm taking the name and ID of that particular Excel sheet. So first input takes the company name. Now how can I get the company name from this Excel sheet? So I have created this argument, and for that related argument I will just go to the Excel sheet, and you can see here this is the company name. Now upper heading company name. By using ID and name, you can use that and access that variable or data to your bot. Similarly, I use the name of that Excel sheet of that argument. Similarly, all the data is filled like company contact. For that contact person is there, address is there, zip code, related name I use here for the filling the data, city, country, telephone, and the email also. And after that, I have instructed bot to submit the form. Means filling the data. After that, submit form. It will submit automatically by the automation will be performed, and for that purpose you have to save the data on the document also. So for that I have created also one task here, like fill the form using the data from the Excel file. It will take the file. So for that I have given the path also for open workbook. This is the instruction for this bot, and this is the path input.xlsx. It is in the here file, means in the folder only. So you can just write the name of that file, and it will give open it directly. And here I take some instruction also, like created one argument like companies, and assign some instruction to them, instructed them to read worksheet as a table in the table format only, and the header is true. It will save the data into header, and after that as a reading worksheet of table. After that it will close the workbook also, which is open here, input.xls. So this is the instruction, and we have the number of companies for this Excel sheet. So it we have to use some programming language. Already Sandeep sir told about for this using the low code robotic automation, we need to know about some little bit of coding also. So you can see that you need to know about the looping, need to know of conditions also, the error handlings, and many more, but some little in the basic type. So for that we use the for loop here. We use the argument like company, and it will save to the company's variable. Like here's I already declared and instructed him like fill and submit form for every company. This is the instruction I given to the bot to the company. It will take, and after that the end keyword will be the end for this looping. So this is the type of instruction in the flow I explain you. Just I will go here and run it. So run test and task suite. So that all the things will be performed automatically. And that pop-up will be automatically closed by the robot only, by the bot only. Okay, so all the data is saved here and filled the form also. Means that bot is performed well, and you can manipulate that process timing also by reducing that sleep timing. Because of demonstration, I added there here. Without, you can access and perform that bot also. So thank you from my side.
Hey, welcome back again. I believe everything related to the robotic process automation is clear to you. We try to cover all the topics, right from what is RPA, what is the industrial expectations from RPA developer, how we can establish your career as a RPA developer. Obviously, within this short span, many of your queries may not be able to resolve within this. But if you have any further queries after these sessions, we try to cover all the topics related to RPA here by giving some small demo codes and all. If you need any further detailed clarifications or some assistance related to this topic, please do join us, have a query to us, and then we're happy to serve you regarding this particular topic over there. I wish you happy learning about this all the technical topics, so that you can able to establish your great career ahead in the IT, and together we can able to achieve that all the things. Thank you very much. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Team Axiom.
Thank you, sir.